So this referendum for Rajoy talks about the ability of the law in Spain to hold firm, but of course the world saw just what firm law really meant in Catalonia yesterday, and it looked pretty gruesome from where I was sitting.
Exactly, and I was on the ground really covering the protests, and it had been pretty peaceful until, like you mentioned, Spanish police stepped in to remove the ballots, and then it got really nasty. There were some moments of real tension. So again, you could argue for Rajoy this was a double whammy. You know, the vote did go ahead, the yes vote won, and at the same time he was trying to contain this, and now it's a front page story all over the world with some really gruesome pictures that really don't make him look good. Again, I think the question for the market today is probably going to be, is he going to have to step down? Is his government going to collapse? What we understand is that no, that Rajoy feels he has no reason to resign because he was upholding the constitution. The rule of law applies to everyone, and also, and this is a line that we expect the Spanish government to pursue, is that they think a lot of early violence could have been prevented if the Catalan police had actually cooperated more, especially in the early hours of the morning where a lot of the scenes that you saw actually took place.
Maria, will Catalan leaders declare independence then? And when will that happen? Because we've heard that is their intention. What date is it most likely?
Okay, so that's the next big question. Again, yesterday he hinted at it, but he fell short of saying this is how we're going to do it. He said we're going to tell the Catalan parliament this is the result, the yes vote won, and act on it. There's a law that essentially would make Catalonia an independent republic within 48 hours. Again, it's been suspended by the courts. We think, again, and this is our thinking and our reporting, that if it were to happen, it would probably happen on Friday because it's a very iconic day here in Catalonia. But, and I want to be cautious in this, before he does it, it's a very serious issue. So we think that justice will probably step in, and again, there's a case that he might be considered or disqualified from office if a judge thinks this is a serious attempt against the Constitution.
Maria, in terms of markets, Anna and I are looking at the German-Spanish spread, the Italian-Spanish spread. Markets seem to be sort of moderately laissez-faire. The euro's a little bit lower this morning, but it's not aggressively being sold off.
That's right. And remember, we talked about this last week. We said our markets being too complacent, and we flagged this idea that maybe they were. We've never seen a constitutional crisis like this. And even though the Catalans, this is a story that's been dragging them for years, they've never taken it to this extent. Again, those pictures didn't help the Rajoy administration at all. What we think is that this calm probably has a lot to do with Mario Draghi at the ECB. The market feels relieved about that. But again, we'll have to see how the events unfold, especially as we head closer to Friday, whether, you know, the Catalan government will actually deliver on this pledge.